all, and welcome back to Unsung Heroes. I'm your host, Leo Lyon Ojas Chitness. In today's episode, we'll be discussing the past president who oversaw the largest period of membership growth in our association's history, Dr. Ramiro Collazo from Cuba. Not only did Dr. Ramiro Collazo contribute to growing our association by adding the most members during his presidency, but he also inspired many of us as Lions to pursue membership growth. Additionally, during the Cuban exodus after the Cuban Revolution, he inspired many Lions to take up service in their newfound communities in the United States and abroad. Many Lions clubs were formed by Cuban immigrants in the United States, and they truly have been a source of growth for all of our districts and multiple districts. Dr. Ramiro Collazo served for the 1945 to 46 term, which, as you can understand, was a very trying year. He was the only president thus far to go into office without having a convention. At the end of the 1944 to 45 term, the board of directors, realizing that it would not be possible to host a 1945 International Convention due to the complications of the Second World War, the board of directors decided to implement a new policy for electing officers. The second-year directors and all of the executive officers resigned, and then the first-year directors prompted to fill those vacancies, electing first Vice President Dr. Ramiro Collazo as our next international president. Not letting this strange circumstance dissuade him, Dr. Ramiro Collazo immediately embarked on a new vision for the association. In June of 1945, the war had just ended, and he decided to take full advantage of this by traveling extensively throughout North and South America, where Lions clubs were strong, but also to Europe, where he sowed the seeds that would eventually become Constitutional Area 4. He was spoken well in many languages, including French, Spanish, and English, and had a way of communicating with people of various cultures. He was one of the most distinguished attorneys in his home country of Cuba and contributed greatly to ensuring fairness in the law in his legal practice in Cuba. He was the first district governor to serve then District C, the island of Cuba, and he also served 2 terms as president of the Havana Lions Club, at that time the strongest and largest club in our association. Dr. Ramiro Collazo was a great force for good in our association, and although he had very difficult circumstances imposed upon him, he recorded a net growth of 60,993. At that time, nearly 1/6 of our association's membership. And he did more by promoting international understanding amongst the Lions of the world, encouraging Lions to reach out to people, different backgrounds and different cultures, which has led to the global understanding that we all share as Lions and Leos today. Dr. Ramiro Collazo, in his dying years, said this for all the Lions of the world, that friendship is the leaven which works the wonders amongst men who meet on common ground for the good of the service of their communities and nations. This October Growth Month, let's learn from Dr. Ramiro Collazo and grow this association to new heights of service.